Prince Andrew was arrested.
Hell yeah.
Why are you cheering? He's not even in America.
Hold on.
Nobody here's been arrested.
Are they putting him in the Tower of England? I want it to be like medieval shit. I want them to like
Latvia,
little tar and
defenestration is the punishment.
I want him down in the bowels.
Just like the shame.
All right, let me just read you some other headlines. Latvia launches human trafficking investigation after Epstein file release. Paris prosecutors open 2 Epstein-linked probes and call on victims to come forward. Norway's former prime minister charged with gross corruption over Epstein links. Pam Bondi, we did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. It seems like the rule of law can function in Latvia, but not in America. Is anybody else concerned about this?
Yeah, JVL, we're all concerned, man. Nobody's sanguine about what's happening right now. The Epstein file thing, I gotta say, it is good that Prince Andrew was arrested. Also, I don't know if you saw what he was accused of, like what the actual shit is. It is dark. Like some of the darkest stuff that has come out of this. In fact, spare yourselves. But the fact that they are pursuing accountability there is good because it does start to put more pressure on us to say, why are we the only country where there's no fallout from this? In fact, the only person who's really suffered professional consequences is like that lady lawyer who was then at Goldman Sachs.
And fucking deserved. Put her in the Tower of London too, by the way.
That's
horrible
fine.
human being.
That's fine, but the rest of them are literally in the Trump administration where there's only 2 kinds of people. People who are in the Epstein files and people who are covering up the Epstein files.
I think. Go ahead. No, you go.
I was just like, it's not that we're not even legally holding these people accountable. Like, there's not even political consequences for, like, Howard Nutley. I can't actually get it. Howard Lutnick. I don't do that, but how you've trained me. I mean, he
You got to break it out on Morning Joe.
I will not.
The people are desperate for you to break out Nutlick on Morning Joe.
It might actually happen. But, I mean, this is so clear cut. Like, he blatantly lied in this kind of like quasi-emotional interview he gave to the New York Post podcast. In any other time, that would be obvious cause for dismissal. I mean, how could you trust this man if he's going to lie about that? And yet he's perfectly content in staying at the Commerce Secretary. I'm not asking for prosecution at this point. I just want him to suffer a political consequence, and we don't even have that. Now, the reason we don't have legal consequences is related to a story we're going to talk about down the road, which is this Justice Department is not an independent justice. It's not real. Thank you. It's not real.
Well, it has, in fact, a banner with the visage of the President of the United States hanging from it.
Right. Like, are they going to prosecute Howard Lutnick? No.
But of course not. But there's a reason. There's a reason they can't prosecute anyone here. It's because Donald Trump did all the same things, right? Like, if Howard Lutnick's sin, and of course it is to claim that he had a hero's journey, right? I saw what a bad guy he was, and I stayed way away from him. Oh no, actually, you started a business with him. Like, you went into business with him after it. Like, the lie is so grotesque. But Donald Trump, who also is just walking around right now, I don't know if you've seen interviews with him, he just keeps saying, well, I can talk about this because I was exonerated, very exonerated, strongly exonerated on this. But if lying about your relationship with Epstein has political consequences for Lutnick, then it would have to have political consequences for Cash, who's covering it up, for Bondi, for Trump. There's just too many, like, they can't do it. The safest place to be right now to avoid prosecution for the Epstein files is in this.
Been redirected on purpose.
I'm going to do the JVL thing right now. That's actually way worse than all you guys are saying. Because, like, the contrast between us and Latvia is not just like an interesting parlor game. right? Where it's like, oh, on this one story, on this Epstein story, there's more accountability for bad actors in Latvia than there is in America, and that shows that they've got a stronger rule of law there. Like, that's true, but like, we actually don't have a rule of law in the country anymore. I mean, you start to sound like a hysterical, TDS riddled, like insane person
wouldn't know
when you
anything
say
about
the
that.
truth.
Yeah.
Being called hysterical. You get called hysterical a lot because you're a woman, you mean? Is that what you were saying?
No, I mean, we all get told we had TDS all the time, even though we were right about everything.
Yeah, we are. It's tough to be right about everything. But like,
You have no idea.
but like, you have to sound hysterical just to say the truth, which is that we are living in, like, our country's legal system is indistinguishable from an authoritarian third world banana republic. Like, it's not just the Epstein thing. If you are a friend of the president, or a supporter of the president, or you are an aspirational supporter of the president, like, you don't get prosecuted. By the way, if you're just like in the Epstein class, if you're just a rich guy who is doing a crypto scam or an investment scam, you don't get prosecuted anymore. If you're doing public corruption anywhere in the country, we don't have a public corruption department.
If you
in the
murder
DOJ.
American citizens on the streets of
It's-
Minneapolis, you don't get fucking prosecuted.
They cover it up. We don't even know where the guys are that executed Alex Preddy. And if you did get prosecuted by a past administration and you bribed this administration, then you get a pardon. Even if you're a violent criminal or a scam artist, the rule of law in our country is indistinguishable from like a Gaddafi Libya style rule of law. Like, we're not even fucking close to Latvia. Latvia is running circles around us. Like, they're doing more real justice in Turkey. So like, that is like the state of affairs of where we are right now, today. And when people are like, well, he's an aspiring authoritarian, it's like, no, he's like, when it comes to at least the rule of law, he's an authoritarian right now. The one thing that he can't do, which is nice, the only positive, is he hasn't figured out how to jail people he doesn't like yet. So people he does like can get off, and people that are even kind of in the ballpark of their kind of friend group or class, they don't have to worry about it. They can crime all they want now. And all he can do is try to arrest people. Like, Don Lemon can go to jail for like 12 hours. But like, they haven't figured out successfully how to put people in jail yet. And that's basically the difference between us and whatever, China.
I don't know. They have figured out, though,
Putin.
how to use 5-year-olds as bait coming out of school.
Sure, yeah.
And that is actually, I think, when you think about the total picture, and this is where I start to get so upset about the lack of reaction from the rest of the political class. Like, the fact that they don't wake up every day and say, I want to be on TV for 12 hours, just screaming and yelling about what's happening here to make sure that no American can't see clearly the picture. If you've lived in this country for 20 years legally and you're going to go to a green card appointment, they'll arrest you for that. But if you're in the Epstein files or you lied about it, you're good. And so it's not just all the things that aren't happening, it's also the contrary.
And think about Whipple. I think about the detentions. Think about George Redis, right? It's like, you can be detained in Minneapolis if one fucking ICE goon thinks you're getting a little too mouthy. Like, you can get brought to Whipple and kept there overnight, right? But, someone that is committing a scam on the, on whatever, hundreds, thousands of people, like, they're just making donations to Trump and getting full pardons. And it's like, it's a pardon palooza in there. So like, actual criminals that fuck people over are getting off scot-free, while people that are just trying to help their neighbors are being detained. Like, that's just like just the basic facts of what's happening.
Sarah, it just made me think about this, but like, why do you think people aren't having their hair on fire like us? I mean, it's not that, this is not like a frog boiling water stuff. It's happening fast and real, and it's in our face every moment.
I want to frame that question, because I want you guys to answer it. In the last 4 years, three advanced democracies in the world had attempted coups. Today, Yoon Suk Yeol, who attempted a coup in South Korea,
Big
was
fan of
sentenced.
him? Is that a couple big Yoon Suk Yeol fans out there? What's up?
There's more applause for Prince Andrew's arrest, to be honest.
He was sentenced to life in prison.
Woo!
Javier Bolsonaro in prison. In America, we made the motherfucker president again. I mean, again, like other countries can do this, and America couldn't. Why?
You're actually asking two slightly different questions, and I'm going to answer his because it's more.
Say that Americans are terrible.
I won't. I will say that obviously it was a terrible decision.
Made by terrible people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do you really want to do this right now on stage? Like, okay, well, it was a terrible decision for an 82-year-old to run for president again when the authoritarian was the other alternative. Like, you know, a lot of bad decisions have been made that led us to this point. The question, though, right now, which is, this is happening, we can all see it. You guys are living through it every day. And the fact that the urgency doesn't seem to be breaking through, like, what is that about? And I think part of it is I understand the overwhelm for people, because even when we start talking about all these topics and you're like, there's this corruption here, and they're shooting people in the streets, and they're maybe going to go to war with Iran, and 5 weeks ago we were going to go to war with Greenland, and it overwhelms the nervous system, and our political class seems unable to, they think it's 10 things. You say, well, what do Democrats run on? What do they talk about? It's not 10 things. It's one thing. It's all the same thing. It is, the Epstein story is a story of Donald Trump protecting elites over average people, right? It is, every one of these stories is a story that you could tell quickly, which is, every single one of you are being scammed. Every single one of you, your prices aren't getting better. Your grocery prices aren't getting cheaper. Your housing prices aren't getting cheaper. Like, the whole thing, Make America Great Again, was a lie. Like, you can talk about that all day long, and every single one of these issues can be wrapped